Hello friends, it's Victoria from Victoria's Plans. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am so excited because I want to go through the Life Planner sneak peeks with you all. I didn't do this last week because I saw that so many people were going through it and there were so many opinions, and I thought let's just save it for one big video and let's go through it all together. So there was lots of opinions shared with the new design layouts. And this week, I know there's tons of opinions already about the sneak peeks that are out. So let's go through them all together. We'll go through the designs pretty quickly here since these have been out for a bit. The three designs this year are the minimal planner, the colorful, which is their hexagon, and then their floral. I guess we could flip through those here. So the minimal, then you have the colorful hexagon, and then you have the floral bouquet design. And I really like this washi fan here. I don't normally use those washi fans, but I do love that these match the interior of the planner. So I love it. So they deep dive into these. When I'm looking at this picture, I see this little hexagon wallet here, and my first reaction was, I wonder if this is a sneak peek for a free gift with purchase. But I haven't seen anything on that unless we see something, later on down in the sneak peek. I thought maybe that was a peek at something. I don't know. Maybe it's for sale. I don't know. I just thought it was really neat and quite suspicious that they added it to their photos. So that was the hexagon design. I really like that design. That's the design that I'm reviewing this year. Really excited for some accessories to go with it. So for the colorful, the covers that they're going to release that are colorful, I guess is what we're going to say, are this parquet design, which you'll get to choose your colors on the waveform. I'm not sure how the colors will work on that one, if they will be selection based or not. The bold florals. This is probably my favorite. I really love the bold colors, and I would love for that to have been our colorful design. I know they probably would not ever mesh their colorful and floral, but that would be it if it was my opinion. Then of course you have the hexagon and the colorful version of the bouquet, which I like it better than the pastel version. My opinion, take it or leave it. And then the floral collage, that's like realistic flowers, and I'm not a huge fan. It reminds me of one of the older covers that they had. I can't remember what collection it was with, but it reminds me of an old cover that they had. Okay, and then we see some accessories. The first accessory and the accessory that I got to review is the dual tip markers. I'm really excited that these will match all of the months in the colorful planners. I'm so excited about that. I have all of the dual tip markers that Erin Condren just released, as well as almost all of their previous like mid-century circle barrel design. I love dual tip markers. I use them every day, all day long. So my biggest opinion about these is the May color, the blossom. I literally thought they forgot to add it because I couldn't see it. I had to like blow it up. My eyes are not very great, but I had to like blow it up to be able to even see it. So I'm not happy about that color. I feel like they could have made it a little darker. But other than that, I love the other colors. They did change up December a little bit. It's now apple. Then you have Pacific, pumpkin, amethyst, dandelion, sapphire, mermaid, iris for April, seafoam, salmon, and aquamarine. So I have those to review, and I'll be sharing those in my video later this week. So stay tuned for that. And then we have this new elastic pouch here. I call it pouch. I don't even know what you call this. It's a pen holder. I have one of these that's not Erin Condren. One of my friends got me one to go on my notebook because she sees me struggle to carry, like clip on my dual tip markers to my cover. And yeah, this was a perfect addition. I keep it on my notebook and on my planner at home. So if I'm working in my office or working in my living room or my kitchen or wherever, I just have my few pens that I normally use. So I love that I already have one that's not Erin Condren, but I'll definitely get an Erin Condren one to match. I love this navy. Next thing, I don't know if you noticed, but over in these stickers, so your life planner stickers they'll match your life planner, but they won't have the like interior design print on them. So the colorful will just have colorful stickers, which I really like, because if I didn't use them, like for instance, if I didn't use them with last year's design, I could still use them for this year without them having last year's design on them. So for instance, I did not like the colorful Harmony at all. I didn't like Harmony at all. I don't even remember what year that was, but I hated it. Um, but they used Harmony in their like stickers in the back of their planner, and I couldn't use the stickers. I couldn't use them on this year. I couldn't use them. I just didn't like it. So I do like that these are plain and that they can be used year over year and even in your notebooks without having like the design on them. So I like that update. I don't know if anybody noticed that, but I did. So let's flip through some more accessories here. So next accessory I see is the sticker book and the washi fan and these like magnetic bookmarks. These magnetic bookmarks remind me of what came in the winter bundle. I think it was winter 2024 bundle. I love those. I actually got 2 bundles because I loved those magnetic page markers. I use those in my planner. It marks my monthly and my weekly. And then I also use them in my notebook for church. So I keep marked where I am in my notebook. So love those, definitely picking those up. And then the washi fan. So this kind of replaced the stickers that were in the back of the planner. They didn't replace them. So this is kind of like an add-on. If you want the design on your stickers, these little washi fans are the best way to go. And they also redesigned or revamped their sticker books. And we'll see that a little later on in these sneak peeks, I believe. So that's what I see there, as well as like a sticky note booklet, it looks like, with tabs. I don't know exactly what this is going to look like or what this will have in it, but it looks like it's tabbed. And it looks like a sticky note booklet, so we'll see. Interior of the Hexagon planner. This is the splash of Hexagon. I think it's on both sides. Maybe we'll see that later on. Then we see those magnetic bookmarks again with what looks to be maybe a notepad here. And then we have more of the Hexagon design shown. Here is a page from the sticker book that has like strips of washi in it, as well as like matching boxes. And if you see, probably my favorite part of this is they revamped their stickers to fit perfectly in their boxes. It's about time, is all I know. So the stickers that are inside their sticker books now fit perfectly into different pieces of their planner. So like this fits perfectly in a box. This fits perfectly across 2 boxes. This is a whole box. It's just about time they done that. So that's the last accessory sneak that's here. Then we go into the bouquet design, which is their pastel design this year. And while this is definitely growing on me, I was not a fan at first. It's growing on me though. It's all pastels interior. So let's see, we have some new cover choices. These are more earthy tones. Oh, it says earth tones across the screen. This is the normal bouquet design. I wonder if you don't get it personalized, will this box still be here? I wonder about that because I don't generally personalize my planners, covers, I should say. So I wonder if that box will be there. Okay, and then we have this floral seal, and I'm trying to zoom. Yeah, so you can see it has like the year. So it says 25, 26. And then this is customizable with like your name. So if you wanted to put your first name here, your last name here, or you could just put your first name here, however you wanted to do it. And then it has like a beautiful little floral stamp in it. I really like that. Okay, so let's go back down. This bouquet wallpaper. This is probably my favorite of the pastel or earth tones. This looks like the interior tabs that are inside this bouquet design. So these tabs here have this beautiful design on it, and oh, it's perfect. Also, again, wonder if this box will be here if we don't personalize. I guess we'll find out next week. So then we have some hexagons here. They kind of, I guess, bled that over into their earth tones floral. That will be customizable. So you'll get to choose your colors here. And then the parquet here, which also has your name in the center here. Your name will be at the bottom right here. let's go into the bouquet accessories. So we have the matching markers, which is nice. These remind me of Bold Bloom's marker colors, except for the Bold Bloom markers that they offered last year had chisel tip, not the medium tip. So praise the Lord, they brought the real dual tip markers back. But yeah, these kind of remind me of Bold Blooms, but I love these colors and I'm definitely picking those up. Then we have, it looks like a new color in the planning pack that they designed. I'm not a huge fan of these planning packs. I don't like the super structuredness of it. I don't know. It would be good for travel, but not, I don't really like it for my planner. I'll just put that out there. It's just thick and bulky to me. So that's just my opinion. Then we have the sticker book, which shares the same sentiments of the colorful. So all the stickers inside will be the same, just with a different design. It looks like they also have those stamped florals in here that would be on the cover of one of those planner covers. Yeah, I really like that. And then you have your fan here and then a notepad here. So it looks like they have a notepad, a this week's notepad for both the bold, colorful, and this floral. So if you wanted to kind of mix it up, they also have this tabbed sticky notes in their floral. Okay, different. And I don't know if you noticed, so these sticky note sets looks like they don't have the design on them either. So that's definitely an update as well. Then we have the elastic band marker pack. Looks like it fits 3 markers, which is, in my opinion, perfect. I usually carry 2 or 3, so these are just showing some stickers from the inside of the floral sticker book. I love how they added like decor stickers. This is part of the washi fan, which this is so pretty. And then one of my favorite totes, they put the floral design on like their moss color. I'm liking that a lot. I love their big totes. So that's the accessories for the floral. And then we go into the minimal. So we're not going to see as many accessories for the minimal. And it looks like they have kind of combined their focused with their minimal canvas-ish, because this looks like a focused font. It's different from our normal canvas or minimal planner. This definitely looks like a focused font here. So I wonder if they're going to combine the two. Again, these don't have patterns on them. They will work with both the minimal, they'll work with any of them, just depends on what style you like in your planner. So then the cover designs, these are like their neutral colors. They have a parquet that's in a neutral, a floral seal that's in a neutral, which is the same as the floral seal we saw earlier. We have the healthcare chic here, and I really like that. I love the bows and then the stethoscopes made to a heart. Love it. Which I don't need it because I definitely don't work in healthcare, but it's cute. Bouquet wallpaper. Again, that kind of matches the interior of the bouquet design. And then you have just your regular minimal cover that just has a year and your date. I mean, the year and your name. Gosh, my brain. Okay, so minimal and pastel accessories. You have the dual tip markers. These don't match the interior design because the pastel is definitely not in the minimal, but they are pastel and they will match some of your floral. I'm not crazy about these. I'm going to get them to try them to see what they look like in person. But they're so light, except for that charcoal. Gray is one of my favorite dual tip marker colors, and I'm glad they finally brought it back. Yeah, I need to see these in person. Okay, so we have some tabs. This is like their canvas or asterisk design. And then you have that healthcare chic on a bag, which will be so cool for one of my friends. She's a nurse and she carries a big bag to work, so that's going to be perfect. Then we have a tabbed dashboard, which is different for Erin Condren. So these you can write on with wet erase or dry erase markers. Looks like a to-do list and a notes section here. And then we have some stickers. Now, I don't know if you know this or not, but Erin Condren does offer customizable like tab stickers like this. you can choose an icon, which they have tons of icons to choose from, and then you can write in whatever words you want. Of course, there's a word or a character count limit, but you can put whatever words and whatever icon you want. And like these say hair appointment, payday, work trip, gym, you can choose what they say. This looks like a new pen. I don't think I've seen that pen. Sorry, just saw that. So those are the accessories for the minimal, which is not a lot. You don't see a lot for minimal anyway. So we won't go through these. I already went through these, but I'm just thankful that these all match the tabs for their monthly, for their colorful design. Then you have those elastic band pen holders, and those are adjustable. So they have a little clip on them that allows you to adjust to your cover or whatever you're using it on. Says it fits any of the books, 8.5, 7x9, 8.5 by 11, Daily Duo, any add-ons. It fits around it because it has that adjustable like slip clip, I guess is what you'd call it. And then the enhanced sticker books, which we've already talked about, as you can see in this picture, they made these to fit their boxes. So the washi strips to fit their boxes, the actual like larger boxes, they're made sized to their dashboard. It looks like their dashboard got redone. So they don't, so this is written in, so that's not labeled. So it has like 4 to-do list check boxes here. This is an open lined space. This looks also open lined, and then this is just a to-dos. So it does say to-dos at the top there for their check boxes. Rolling into this week's sneak peek. So we have a new layout, we have a new add-on, and we have the layout booklet coming back. So we'll go through those really quickly. You can, if you're on the page, I have the link in the description of how you can view this page yourself to kind of follow along. But you can view, like if you wanted to see this planner in Hexagon, you can click view in Hexagon. If you wanted to see what it looks like in minimal, that's what it looks like in minimal. So if you want to see the different planners in whatever you're going to choose, so like I chose Hexagon. I did not choose vertical though. So, but this is what it will look like color-wise inside your planner. If you have the bouquet, this is what it will look like. And these are the washi strips that are included in the sticker book. So if you like that, grab that sticker book. Okay, so they have little tips of how you use your planner here with what they have included. So in their planner, they have a weekly sidebar. You can use it for notes, to-dos, habits, priorities. And then they have a daily lined box at the very bottom of their vertical. And then they have it kind of structured. So you have 3 boxes for each day going down vertically. And then, of course, the color is going to change with what design you choose. And this font, I wasn't a huge fan of at first, but I really like it. So let's flip over to Hexagon since that's what I'm going to be reviewing. I just want to see what it's going to look like. So that was the vertical. This is the hourly, which looks exactly the same as it did last year. And then you have the horizontal. The horizontal is what I generally use. I always use it in the minimal though. So this is what my planner will look like this year for memory planning, if I keep in this planner. We'll see. But this definitely looks very focused printed. I don't know what's happening there, but so it kind of lays out how they anticipate you using the planner. Let's go to the next layout. So this layout is new. This is called their dashboard layout. You have your week on your left side, and then you have a kind of week overview on the right side. So this reminds me-ish of the compact vertical, how your days are kind of going across the page. So it's not a true horizontal and not a true vertical. They all kind of fit on one page, and then you have your to-do blank one at the bottom right. So I've heard so many people that would love this. Let's flip it over to the Hexagon. So this is what I'll be reviewing. So you have color that divides each day, and then of course your month is in color. And I don't think this is in color. I don't think any of this is in color though. No, this looks all grayscale. Okay, so you have a priorities box up top. You have your habits in the top right. You have a huge to-do section in the middle, and then a large note section for like the bottom third of the page, half of the page. Really good note-taking section. I really like that. Yeah. So this is the new dashboard layout. I want to see it in minimal though. Okay, so it's just grayscale, and then the bouquet. Yeah, this looks so elegant looking. Yeah, okay. So let's flip back over to Hexagon and go to the next one. I want to hear your thoughts on that dashboard layout though. So this is a daily duo, what it's going to look like in the colorful. Doesn't look like they updated anything on that. I personally wish that they would extend the to-dos. I mean, I like the open space, but I feel like if they could just pull the to-dos down maybe like halfway through that empty box. Yeah. Okay, anyway, I digress. Your monthly calendar page. This is 2-year highlight. So it will start when your planner starts, end when your planner ends if you have 18 months. So if you don't have 18 months, it's still going to start July 25, end December 2026. And it looks like this font is very similar to the minimal. Is this different? Oh, can't view that one. Just kidding. Oh, this font is different. So this is a more print style in the bouquet design. Let's see if it lets me view minimal. Nope. Okay. Can't view that one. This looks very focused-ish as far as the monthly headers go. Next one. So this is like the overview page. It's got 12 boxes. You can use them as monthly boxes. You can use them as memory planning boxes, goal planning, whatever. That's at the front of your planner. That stayed the same. Then you have your monthly. Okay, so your design is only on the right side, it looks like. Yeah, so if you do cover your planner in stickers, this is going to be major to be covered. That's really large. I don't know how I feel about that. Okay, anyway, you do see the sticker book stickers, how they fit perfectly in here. And looks like the colorway is only in the top right hexagon and then in the month. I want to see what the bouquet is going to look like. Oh, why did it take me back? No. Let's flip through these really quick. Okay. So the bouquet, I don't know how I like that. Okay, so this color strip here was in bold blooms, and I didn't hate it. I didn't use it a lot. Yeah, so that kind of stayed the same. They put like the, why does it keep doing that? The floral stamp up here, and then they labeled it notes. I prefer them not label things in my planner, but that's just my opinion. Minimal. Oh, it took me back to the beginning again. Okay, let's flip quickly. Yeah, it's not going to show that one. Okay, so monthly view, very minimal looking. Yeah, okay. Next up we have, okay, so the new dashboard, which I kind of went over earlier in that picture, everything stayed the same. The only thing that's labeled is this to-dos. Other than that, the boxes aren't labeled, but you can see that they did make their boxes to fit, their sticker book boxes to fit. And then you have your monthly note page as well. And then we have your note page on the left, and then your monthly tab page on the right. Let's see if it'll stay. No. Okay, we're going to flip through that one because I want to see it. Okay, so this will be what your Hexagon monthly tab page looks like. Looks like it's just multiple hues of that same color. Oh, why does it keep going back? Okay, we'll stay in bouquet for now. Since I have the hexagon to review, we'll stay in bouquet. This is my favorite. These tab pages are my favorite. I love this. I love it. I love it. I love it. They're so pretty. Yeah, man. I don't know. I'm really torn of whether I should get a floral or I should get minimal. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, we'll keep going. And then you have your additional lined pages in the back of the book. That's standard to every planner. That's not your add-on. So there's always a notes section. We'll go down a little further. So something new they started this year is they're going to add May and June. So your planner will start in July of 2025 if you choose so. They'll add a May and June monthly only spread. So no weekly May and June, just the monthly spreads for May and June. Those will be added to the front of your planner. They are not tabbed. It's just the monthly spreads, and then it goes into July. So that is coiled into your planner. So that if you want to go ahead and get a head start on, your big task or big events, you can go ahead and put those in your planner now. We already went through this all new layout. This you can kind of drag across to see it plain or with writing to see how they have it set up. So this is a new dashboard. We've already talked about it. I'm going to keep going. They call this monthly productivity page their improved functionality. So it stays on the it stays on the left-hand side of the page. The right hand is still lined, and that changed either last year or the year before last. I think it was last year. The only thing labeled is the to-dos on that side. So new add-on pages this year are budget add-on pages, so you can track your spending. So these are like a transaction log, and I think it's fabulous, especially if you keep up with all your purchases, which is very smart to do. I work in finance. You should do that. Easy way to keep up with all of your purchases here. Write them down as soon as you swipe your card or as soon as you purchase online. Yeah, so they give you extra pages for your spending summary. And then we have the sampler pack is back. So this time we don't have the compact vertical because if you haven't noticed, that went away. So no compact vertical. The dashboard layout took that piece to it. So you will get to test out that dashboard layout in this free sampler pack. There are limited quantities of these, of course, like always, and there is a weekly layout for, I think it starts April 28th and goes all the way to the end of June. And they alternate week by week. So you'll get the vertical, horizontal, hourly, dashboard, and daily. So there's 5 layouts that you'll get, and you'll get them in each of the interior designs. So if you want to try out, this is the best way to try out a new layout without spending all the money on a new planner that you may or may not use. This is the best way to try them out. This is going to be a free gift with purchase when you buy a life planner. So not just accessories, you have to buy a life planner to get that. Okay, we've went over the sticker books 2.0, I guess is what they're calling it. So you can see that they do fit their boxes, which was a good and needed upgrade in my opinion. And then for launch week only, they're doing a 15% off all accessories. So even if you just buy one, you get 15% off your accessories when you buy a life planner. So you have to buy a life planner, and that's only on launch week. Okay, so probably the biggest change for Erin Condren you're going to see in this recap of latest arrivals. So you see a coiled weekly, a coiled daily, and a ring agenda. Your coiled weekly, if you can see this, let me get it up to where you can see it. Size is 7x9 only. So for a weekly planner, you can only have in 7x9. They completely did away with the A5 coiled weekly planner. Their coiled daily planner, they kept in the A5 size, and they also have in 7x9, of course. Ring agenda is only offered in A5, and they're only offering it in the daily duo. I don't even want to call it daily duo because it's just daily pages in the agenda. So yeah, big news, no A5 coiled weekly planners. Also, no weekly inserts for the agenda that are A5. Yeah, huge, huge deal. The other thing is your daily, if you want a daily duo and you want it in A5, it can only come in the 2 interior design layouts, the Hexagon and Bouquet. Minimal is not in the A5, only in 7x9 daily. So again, Ring Agenda is not going to be offered in the minimal at all. So just so you know, A5 is gone. I'm a little salty-ish about it. I wondered what that means for softbound planners, if they're going to have softbound planners this year. I wonder so much with that announcement. So that is all of the sneak peeks for this week. Let me know in the comments what you think. Also, I've shared over in my Facebook group. If you're not a part of my Facebook group, go check it out. It's linked in the description of this video, and I talk all things Erin Condren in that group. So I'd love to hear your opinion both here in the comments and in my Erin Condren Facebook group. Let me know your favorite part of the sneak peeks. I love getting the sneak peeks. It kind of builds excitement, amps us up. Let me know your favorite part of it and what you're most excited about. I'm really, really excited for this launch. I will get to share my video of my planner later this week. Erin Condren has changed their affiliate program. I'll try to keep my opinions at the lowest point, but they've changed their program, and everybody had to reapply to be an affiliate. It shrank the program, which it needed. It needed to be shrank. So yeah, there's fewer affiliates now, and they have a more elite group called creators. Those creators are required to produce specific amounts of content for anything that they receive from Erin Condren. Affiliates are not required to produce any amount of content. Creators are. So they are getting the ability, or we're going to call it the ability. They get the ability to share first. So you will see their videos go up tomorrow. My video won't go up until a little later in the week. I'll be sure to announce in my Facebook group and on my Instagram when that video goes live. But yeah, so I only have the planner and the dual tip markers to match my planner this year. I have no accessories outside of that. I'll be shopping on launch day, of course. Yeah, that's all I'm going to share. I have lots of opinions, so definitely let me know your feelings in the comments. I am excited to chat with you all, and thanks so much for hanging out with me while we review these sneak peeks, and I hope you have a wonderful week. Happy launch season, and can't wait to hear what you guys are picking up next week. Bye!